Have you ever lost something so important that it felt like your entire world stopped? Have you ever had a dream so big, so bright, that it guided your every move, and then, suddenly, it was taken from you? This is the true story of a man who lost everything he thought mattered: his ability, his future, even his identity. But he didn't give up. His name was Károly Takács. And what he did next would shock the world. In the early 1930s, Hungary was home to a quiet and humble soldier. He wasn't a politician, he wasn't famous, but he was fast, precise, focused. His name was Károly Takács. He served in the Hungarian army, but outside of the battlefield, he had a different passion: sports shooting. Károly was one of the best pistol shooters in the world. He was dedicated, disciplined, and deeply passionate. Every day before or after military duty, he would train with his pistol. He had one goal in his heart: to win an Olympic gold medal in rapid-fire pistol shooting. And almost everyone believed he would. But then, in 1938, something went horribly wrong. During a routine military training session, a live hand grenade accidentally exploded in his hand. His right hand, his dominant hand, his shooting hand, was completely destroyed. He was just 28 years old. The doctors did everything they could. They saved his life, but they couldn't save his dream. His right hand was gone, and with it, everyone thought his career was over. People whispered, "What will he do now? He can't shoot anymore. Poor Károly." But he didn't want pity. He didn't want tears. He wanted one thing: a second chance. Károly disappeared from public competitions, but he didn't disappear from his dream. While others thought he was broken, he went home and started again. He didn't make noise. He didn't ask for help. He didn't complain. He simply picked up the pistol, but this time with his left hand. He trained quietly, in secret. No cameras, no coaches, just him and his will to continue. It was painful, frustrating, slow. He had to retrain every muscle, every movement, every reflex. Hour after hour, day after day, he practiced. Sometimes his hand shook. Sometimes he missed the target. Sometimes he nearly gave up. But every time he fell, he stood again. And over time, his left hand became stronger, faster, more accurate, better than most people's right. But no one knew, because Károly was waiting for the right moment. In 1939, just 1 year after the accident, Károly entered the Hungarian National Shooting Championship. Everyone was shocked. Is that Károly? But how? Didn't he lose his hand? People stared. Some felt uncomfortable. Some laughed quietly. But Károly didn't listen. He stood tall, confident, silent. Then the shooting began. Bang, bang, bang. One shot after another. Károly hit the targets. Again, and again, and again. When the dust settled, he won. He didn't just perform well. He defeated every single shooter with his left hand. The crowd stood in awe. His opponents were speechless. That day, the world witnessed something more powerful than skill. They saw resilience. They saw heart. They saw a man who refused to quit. The war and the wait. Károly was ready. He had proved himself. But then, World War II began. The 1940 and 1944 Olympic Games were canceled. Years passed. But Károly kept training. Through fear, hunger, and war, he held on to his dream. He was getting older, but never weaker. Because real champions don't age inside. In 1948, the world finally came together again for the London Olympics. And Károly Takács, now 38 years old, was there, representing Hungary, representing courage, representing hope. The rapid-fire pistol event began. Competitors were younger, faster, fresher. But they didn't have what Károly had. Fire in the soul. He stepped forward, focused, steady. Bang, bang, bang. When the scores were announced, Károly Takács had done it. Gold medal, Olympic champion, with one hand, and he wasn't done. In 1952, at the Helsinki Olympics, he did it again. Another gold, at 42 years old. Károly Takács is more than a shooter, more than a soldier, more than a winner. He is a symbol of what's possible when you refuse to let go of your dream. He didn't listen to fear. He didn't give up when life hit him the hardest. He just worked relentlessly until he made the impossible real. So, if you ever feel broken, if you feel like it's too late or too hard, think of Károly, the man with one hand who beat the world